April 1st, 2026. Welcome back to the channel, AI Betting Blueprint. It's your boy, Mr. Total, back for another NBA Smash Day. We went 4-2 yesterday, the recap. Let's see, I have it right here. So we went 4-2 yesterday. Karl Anthony Towns, over 24.5 points and rebounds covered. Evan Mobley didn't play, but a little bit in the third quarter, so that went under. Luka Doncic, over 32.5 points, that covered. Denny Avia, outlier performance. We talked about it yesterday, and he had one. 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Didn't cover. Kawhi Leonard, over 29.5 points. And Scoot Henderson went under. So we went 4-2 yesterday. We're looking to bounce back today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please like and subscribe so I can continue bringing you more content. And if you could check out the Discord, these are some of the new people that have joined the Discord. Here's the link right here. I give free picks daily in my free picks section, and then I'll also give free picks in my VIP. If you're not part of the VIP, you can sign up on Winnable, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So let's just get right into it. So today we're going to go ahead and my first play is Kyle Filipowski, over 2.5 assists. Now he's hit this mark in 90% of his last 10 games. So he's 9 out of 10. And as you can see, he's gotten 5 assists against a pretty good defensive team, New York. He's gotten it against Portland. He's covered against Philly, Toronto, who was second ranked in defense for assist. And he's gotten it against Phoenix, who was sixth ranked against a defense and assist, and he's gotten it against Cleveland. So he's 9 out of 10 in his last 10 games, hitting it at a 90% clip rate. And his last 5 games, he's averaging 4.2 assists in those games, and he's cleared this mark 100% of the time. So we're looking good here as far as him getting assists. Head to head, he's hit this mark against this team 2 out of 6 times. Last year, his role was different. He wasn't playing as many minutes, plus Markowski, or whatever his name is, I can't say it too often, was playing more. Right now, those guys aren't in. The center's not in. They're really depleted. So he's gotten this mark this year. In March, he's gotten 5 assists against Denver and 6 assists against Denver twice. And on the year, he's hit this mark 33% of the time. So, but we're going against Denver again, which he's already cleared this mark 2 times back to back in March. So I feel pretty confident, even though they're pretty tight against assists allowed, that he's going to hit this mark. So again, we like Kyle Filipowski, over 2.5 assists. He should easily cover this assist matchup. So my next play is going to be Scotty Barnes, under 7.5 rebounds. So he's cleared this mark 4 out of his last 5 times, out of his last 5 games, 80% clip. And he's only hit it 1 time, and he went 1 rebound over, and that was against the Clippers. In his last 10 games, he's hit this mark 70% of the time, averaging only 6.3 rebounds. And he's hit this mark again 70% of the time, 7 out of 10 times, which is a 70% clip. And if we look at his total for the year, he's hitting this mark 39 out of 73 times. He's went under this mark, which is a 53% mark. He's going against bottom 7 defensive team in the Sacramento Kings. If we look at his home games, he's actually 59% where he hadn't hit this mark. And in his last 10, he's actually 8 out of 10, which is 80% that he hasn't hit this mark, only averaging 6.3 rebounds. And in his last 5 games, he's only hit this mark, or he's hit this mark 4 out of 5 times, which is an 80% hit rate, 6.2 rebounds he's averaging. So feel pretty confident that he's going to hit this mark. The spread is 13 and a half. And when they win by 13 and a half, he's still hitting this mark 60% of the time. But you can see, so hopefully this is a blowout. And instead of us getting hooked, we'll be getting the hook, and he will be hooked out of the game somewhere towards the end of the fourth quarter. But regardless of that, I still feel pretty confident that he's going to hit this mark based on the statistics and the numbers that we just went over. So Scotty Barnes under 7.5 rebounds. And here's my winnable link. You can see I have a free plan under winnable. And if you click under my link right here, it'll take you to the free plan. You can also get my weekly pass for $19.99 and a 7-day trial on my monthly pass, or 7-day trial on my monthly pass for $99.99. So make sure, if you want to get SMS text messages with my free picks and free IV picks, VIP picks daily, sign up for Winnable, and you can receive all my picks through SMS, and they're in my free pick section on my Discord. So let's get right back at it. So our next play is going to be Brandon Padinsky under 15.5 field goal attempts. Now he's hit this mark 100% of the time in his last 5 games, averaging 10.6 field goal attempts in those games. And he's playing the San Antonio Spurs today, who have a really good defense and who will probably blow them out. We're not banking on the blowouts, but in the last 2 weeks of the NBA season, teams are tanking. Teams don't have anything to play for, so you're going to get a variety of mixed results. And I just believe in this game, based on the statistics, he's not going to get 15 field goal attempts up. In his last 10 games, he's hit this mark 7 out of 10 times, barely going over that mark in these other games. And those games were close. I mean, they lost by 10 at home. They played OKC. They lost by 7, and they lost by 13. So if they keep the game around 10, probably has a chance of going over. I don't think they will. In head-to-head battles, he's 100%, only averaging 8.67 attempts in those games against the Spurs, where he had one game where he had 12 attempts, still way under. And for the year, he's averaged 87% hit rate, 34 out of 39 games. He's went under this mark. So it really bodes well for us in this one. I really love this play a lot. Brandon Padinsky under 15.5 field goal attempts. And my last play of the day is going to be another play for the Golden State Warriors, Will Richards. Will Richards under 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And you can get all these plays on Underdog, and I will show you the ticket when I'm done with this last play. So under 14.5, he's covered this mark 4 out of his last 5 games at an 80% clip, and he's only averaging 11.4 points, rebounds, and assists in those 5 games. In his last 10 games, he's hit the mark 90%, averaging 9.9 points, rebounds, and assists, which is a 90% hit rate. So feel very confident that he's going to do this. If you look over here to the right, points, rebounds, and assists points allowed by San Antonio, they're ranked in the top 10, 7th. Rebounds allowed, they're in the top 10 again. They're ranked 8th. And assists allowed, they're neutral, right under being in the top 10 at 11. So feel really good about this play, regardless if Gary Payton plays or not. Just to show you, if Gary Payton is not in the game, which means he'll get more minutes. As you can still see, he's hit this mark 50% of the time in his last 10 and 50% of the time. So still feel pretty good, even if Gary Payton is out of the game, they still will hit this mark. But I wanted to show you that just so you guys can get an idea. So in recap, Kyle Filipowski over 2.5 assists, Scotty Barnes under 7.5 rebounds, Brandon Padinsky under 15.5 field goal attempts, and Will Richards under 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Here it is on Underdog. I booked it for $15. So it pays 90. You can get all these picks on Underdog, as you can see. Make sure you get them in now because it could change. I had another guy, which I like, Trey Johnson, under 2.5 assists, and they took that off the board because it's getting pounded, I'm sure. So anyway, this is AI Betting Blueprint. Good luck. I will have an MLB video starting tomorrow, and I will finish out the year with NBA as well. Peace.